Here is a case of right RIRS in morbidly obese patient with multiple comorbidities. 48 years old female patient who has diabetes, hypertension, CVA, seizures. Right loin pain 3 months back. CT showed right proximal ureteric calculus, pyelonephritis, AKI and metabolic acidosis. Emergency right DJ stenting done. Serum creatinine came down to 1.5, urine culture no growth, antiplatelet stopped prior to surgery, cardiology, neurology clearance taken, under spinal anesthesia in this 135 kg patient with the BMI of 53 kg per square meter. This is the inferior calyceal stone, hepatomegaly with kidney lying low. This is the external appearance of the patient, morbidly obesity, huge abdomen. In these cases, actually the stone size is not very big. In such cases, ESWL, mini-PERC, RIRS, all are options. But to our knowledge, with our previous experience, in RIRS, entering into the ureter, entering through the urethra is same like any other patient. Ureter is accommodable because of the stent. The guide wire is passed after a certain level. Digit ureteroscopy could not be done. That does not make any difference. Under this CM, you can pass the guide wire. The flexible scope has gone easily, and we could see one stone. See the the 7-shaped flexible scope, how badly it is bending because upper part of the ureter is too medial onto the spine. Actually, it looked very easy initially to finish, but when we have used the Dakota basket, this is the contrast injection, we realized that there is a deep inferior calyx. This is the inferior calyx, this is the inferior calyx, which is very deep, and ptotic kidney. Actually, the upper calyx was middle calyx was lower, and lower calyx extremely lower. This basket was reaching it, but unfortunately due to an angle at the flexible scope, the movement is restricted. Then thulium fiber laser we have to use, but after 2 attempts of basket failed. So after the basket failed, we realized that thulium fiber, 200 micron fiber is used. Stone volume is not big. The 2 joules and 20 Hz is used for breaking the stone. This is fragmentation. Voluntarily we make the stone break so that they will float. This took 2 minutes of time, and then we switched over to popcorn method. This is actually fragmentation now, 2 joules and 20 Hz. During this time only 80% of the stone in 3 minutes got small pieces, but because it is lower calyx, we wanted to do popcorning. For that we kept as said many times, that is a versatile setting. 0.2 joules and 275 Hz is kept, so that very small powder can be done. In this you need not focus the stone. Already the flexible scope is an extremely abnormal torque at the mid level. Normally we flex at the tip. Here it is at the mid level, forming a 7-shaped scope. It is dangerous to move the tip, and it is difficult also to move the tip all angles when mid part of the shaft is bent and fixed in the ureter, even though it is accommodable. Water was coming nicely, but the scope movement at the tip was little difficult, especially such a deep inferior calyx. Then complete powdering was done. We tried to wash also. We have given RGP, no intravasation, extravasation, and the stent is placed in the same calyx and then came out. Total duration of the surgery, lasing time is 3 minutes fragmentation and 5 minutes popcorn, total 8 minutes. So RIRS in a small volume stone is extremely useful in obese patients, especially morbidly obese patient, especially when have to be done under spinal anesthesia. Thank you.